Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Cafe Podcast, the Cathedral of Velvet Podcast. Woo! 2 weeks. It's gone by. I'm your host, Patrick Show, as always. And this is the Cafe Podcast where we go over the news, the events that's been happening over the past 2 weeks related to Persona, SMT, whatever Alice stuff, and whatever things might come to mind during this time. So yeah, thank you guys for coming out. We're on episode 34 this time, I believe. 34, 35. I just record. I don't think about the episode numbers. It's just that, okay, am I doing this? Okay, I'm doing it right now. Okay, let's keep on going. But I do think this is episode 34, because I remember last episode I said, like, oh yeah, this is episode 32. Well, it's not. It's actually episode 33. So this has to be episode 34. If not, oh well. Yeah, actually I could just pull up the videos right now. This is, yep, episode 34. I was right. Yeah. So, how things work in the Cave podcast. We usually start off the beginning couple of minutes talking about what's been going on in life and all that stuff, before we head to the news. And today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing Persona 3 Reload, because at time of this recording, just check, I have 4 episodes left of the Let's Play. So it ends on episode 112. So that'll be the final episode of Persona 3 Reload. Started recording this back in February, ends in July. Seems like a good plan, right? Okay, so February to March, March to April, April to May, May to June, June to July, 5 months. I mean, yeah, like uploading 6 videos a week. Sometimes, I miss a day or two. So, yeah, it takes a bit. So like, okay, so 6 times 5 is 30, and now times that by another 5. Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the review at the end of the podcast, just in case, there's any spoilers you guys don't wanna check, you don't wanna hear, in case you guys haven't been in the game already. So again, that'll be after the news segment. So yeah, and the review might also be cut into, its own separate segment, and like might post onto the main channel as a little, hey, here's a little review time of Persona 3 Reload. But yeah, finish that up. I talked about a lot that the previous episode, but what's been going on what's been going on these past 2 weeks? Okay, so let's see here. I don't think much has been happening. Been trying to go through more of like Dragon Infinite Wealth, and man, the don't go island segment is just like it gets me, man. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna play through this part a little bit, and then go back to the main story, and then just like, let me just play this island game a little bit more. But yeah, at this point, I'm at a 4-star hotel at Dodonko Island. Just like, okay, I think I'm good there. Gonna leave this place, and I'm gonna continue on with the story, because like, not gonna lie, it's really hard trying to like, so like the thing to get like to the next like star rank. So there's like obviously 5 ranks for like a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. So to like get up to each rank, you have to get the popularity up for the island, and then you also have to get the satisfaction up for the island. So you have to attract people to come to the island, to get the more popularity up, and then you're also gonna have to you know you're gonna have to make the people who are on the island satisfied. So you're gonna have to talk to them. You have to give them their favorite food, wave at them. Well, not favorite food, but favorite item, and place around the island. Things that would get them to interact with stuff. So there's like different buildings, like arcades. I think there's strip clubs in there too, and like a whole bunch of buildings there that have them interact. They don't actually go into the building; but they just like look at it like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, I'm satisfied now, and all that stuff. So you have to do that like a whole bunch more times, and like it kind of feels like, bro, why is the goal so far away? So it's like one goal could be like to get like to force the store. I think it's like 18. No, I think it's like more than 18,000. I think it's like 180,000 satisfactory points to get to for one of the requirements to get to the next hotel star. And I think also like 190,000 popularity points too. So that's another thing. And also you need to have money there too. Well, fortunately it doesn't use actually like dollars at the end. They use their own specific points. So getting that is a bit annoying. So like yes, go around. You might find some items laying on the ground, or you have to fish for them. You sell them, you get the money, and then when you use it's called the Donkun points. So use the points to clear out areas that are dirty, trashy, all that stuff, and they are very expensive. They're like over 100,000 points each. So just like, okay, I gotta spend some time, getting all these materials, sell them, or like I have to place specific buildings that'll help me get more money, and then that's how I get get enough points to clear out the area so I can put more stuff there. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. So I guess this is how Animal Crossing players feel, because this is essentially Animal Crossing, and I've never played an Animal Crossing game before. So this is like the closest thing I'll get to playing Animal Crossing. But I can understand how people can put in a good amount of hours into Animal Crossing, because I believe at this point I am 7 hours. No, I am 7 chapters in the game, and I'm over 45 hours playing the game. So yeah, like I've done a lot of hours in Dodongo Island, just trying to raise up the points, just so I can, like, mainly I'm doing it just so I can have some more money when I leave the island, so I can be okay. I'm good here. I don't have to fight, or like I don't have to get into much conflicts to get some more money. But I also have to get to the fight so I can get some more levels and all that stuff. So yeah, at the point in the game, the chapter, I think it's chapter 7, Dachi and Namba joined. We found Kiryu, and Namba and Kiryu were sent back to Japan, and that's about it. That's where I left off. So pretty sure I have a whole bunch more to do. I know that you can go back to Japan, I just don't know when. So that's gonna be happening sometime soon. But besides that, playing Infinite Wealth, obviously playing some SMT5 Vengeance. I'm about 15 hours in. I'd asked. It's pretty good. There was like in a point where I was just like it was in the last session where it's like, wow, this is really great. Like, I really hope nothing bad happens, and something bad happens. Just like, oh wow, that just caught me off guard. Just like, I did not expect that to happen. I'm being very vague about it, but yeah, just like, wow, that happened. You'll see what happened when when my let's play of that comes out. It might come out next week because I said on on the community post that it's gonna come out like soon after. Just gonna give it some time to breathe. And myself to be prepared, have some backlog ready, for the channel. Because like I'm going back to long games, all right, and this might lead me into both the answer and metaphor. So just saying that there, it's just like it might take a bit. Like they said that like just one route takes 80 hours. I'm 15 hours in, so and I think I've done 4 sessions, I think. Yeah, 3 or 4 sessions, so it's gonna take a bit. Like again, like P3R took 5 months to finish. Well, a little bit less. I'll say about 4 months since I was like done ahead of time. So I was done right before I finished recording right before Vengeance came out. So that was about 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. So yeah, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time with that. Also I've started a game called The First Descendant. I thought like, oh, it's okay, it's a free to play game. Okay. I was thinking like, oh, it's gonna be like similar to like it was gonna be like a first, not first person, but like a third person shooter. You play by yourself and then just do some other things, yada yada. I think it's supposed to be something similar to Destiny. I was not expecting that. I've seen people show some gameplay of it, like, oh yeah, this looks pretty cool. I thought it was originally gonna be single player, but it's not. It's not. It's a multiplayer game. And I heard recently like there's some discourse around the icons and some of the weapons that they're using. Looking saying that it looks a lot like Destiny 2. I never played Destiny 2, so I have no clue about it. But I seen like the icons that they were coming like, okay, I definitely see how they look the same. Like it's like barely different. Like one of them is like, okay, it's like hexagonal, the other is round, and like they still have the same like middle icon there. I think it's like a bullet. So I can see how it can be somewhat considered plagiarism. I really haven't played that much of the first Ascendant. I think I played like 3, no, not barely 3 hours. So yeah, I'd say it's alright. I think I will say that it is well, I'm playing on PS4, so the hair quality, I will say, is like it's not that good. Like I thought like, oh wow, I mean, I guess it's probably because it is a multiplayer game and you'll see many other players running around the world, so they do have to lower the quality of that, I guess. But I will say, the dubbing lip sync is it's not that very good. Like the first and like some quality control stuff, like when I was loading up, like the first cutscene that played was totally out of sync. So it's like, yo, what the heck is going on here? So yeah, I don't really know who the dev. I think like I saw was like, I think it was Nexon who's the developer of it, or like at least the publisher maybe. So they gotta fix their stuff, and like it's all right. Just I'm not sure if we're gonna be going back into it. Just that I think it's just gonna be too much content that's gonna be showing off or to have there. So I don't know. So what else has been happening? Hmm. Oh, I don't think I've mentioned this. I got the Street Fighter swimsuit edition number two. No, I haven't even looked through it, most of it. Like, I looked at the first couple of pages, but that's about it. I think I barely got past like page 10. But like, pray hard, ladies. Pray hard, ladies. I'm here for the ladies. That's mainly it. Oh yeah, yep. Very hot. And there's some fellas too. Cool. But here for the ladies. There's just a picture by Onips. It's just like a jury, like kind of like trolling Elena. I definitely gotta look into this a bit more. But yeah, I got that. What else? What else? I've I've been trying to get some guests on here, but just like it's really hard for me. Just like be motivated to like, okay, let me ask them. Hopefully they respond soon. Just like nothing. There was a person that I've asked multiple times, still nothing. That person said that they'd, hey, we could talk about it, but no response. Tried multiple platforms, so nothing. So I tried emailing that person one last time, and if this person doesn't respond, oh well. Just gonna move on from that. Despite hey, said that hey, let's talk about it. Try reaching out, never respond. Just like, I mean, if you didn't want to, you didn't want talk about being on the podcast, you shouldn't say you want to talk about it. But okay. So if there are people who want to be on the podcast, any content creators, and if they do know, about SMT Persona, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know on Twitter. You can either hit me up on, the Power Jushin one or the Cafe Podcast one. Either or you can, tag me and the podcast to a person saying, hey, Power wants you to be on the podcast. Hit him up, all that stuff. So, I mean, you guys do that. That'd be really cool. But I think, yeah, we're going about 20 minutes now. I think that is a good time to go into the news. I'm just thinking about what else. Oh yeah, playing some Nikkei, the summer event's going on. Pretty fun. Hot ladies, yes, very nice. Oh yeah, in thing on the channel, I got sponsored by to play some Riven, so it's a good game. It's a good puzzle game. I did have some issues. It was mainly my PC that was the issue. I was putting the settings on too high, which was causing some, well, not graphical, but like, it has some technical issues. But it is a good game. You guys should check it out. I don't think I talked about this last time, but the Nintendo Direct, it was a pretty good Nintendo Direct. Metroid Dread, I mean not Metroid Dread, Metro Prime 4 happened. Loved it. Ace Attorney Investigation Collection happening, nice. I do gotta get my hands on the Apollo Justice Collection. I haven't picked it up because like it was released in a time that I couldn't really get a game at that time, so just like, okay, I'll get it later. But yeah, let's us get into the news, shall we? This portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/cavepodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. So let's do that. Alright, guys. And like always, the news we're checking out is on Persona Central. Please, guys, make sure you guys check them out. All the links that we're seeing today will be linked in the description of the video and audio podcast. Please check them out. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on YouTube. Support them however way you can, whatever way you can. Alright? So, let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 articles to check out. Most of them are fairly short. So, again, guys, make sure to support Persona Central. Links will be down in the description. Follow them. Do whatever you can. Alright. So, first article. Alice's fiscal year ended in March 2024, reports strong performance despite market challenges. So, what kind of challenges did they have? So, Alice has published its financial statement for the company's 11th fiscal term under Sega ownership, which ended on March 31st, 2024. The sales release from April 1st, 2023 to March 31st, 2024 consists of entering Odyssey Collection, Persona 5 Tactica, Persona 3 Reload, and Unicorn Overlord. Alice states that despite challenges in the consumer game market, the company contributed slightly. Despite challenges in the consumer market, the company contributed significantly to the Sega Sammy Group profits due to strong sales from the newly released titles and continued sales from the Persona series. Alright, pretty cool. Obviously, the Persona is the main moneymaker for Alice, so obviously, that's gonna be getting that stuff. Alright, continuing on from there. So the fiscal year business overview from April 1st to March 31st. So, company market analysis. In regards to the consumer market, game market, growth has currently plateaued due to ongoing geopolitical risk and inflation in various countries and regions. Additionally, game development costs continue to rise due to higher labor costs and longer development periods, making it urgent to address these changes in the business environment. On the other hand, the diversification of game content delivery methods driven by the growth of emerging economics regions haven't established an environment where content and service can be provided over the long term across all devices and platforms worldwide. Consequently, expectations for the growth of the game market remains high. Under these business conditions, our company has focused on the release of major package game titles and licensing businesses, leading to favorable performance. So the package game business. In the package game businesses, we released Adrian Odyssey Origins Collections, Persona 5 Tactica, Persona 3 Reload, and Unicorn Overlord. Persona 3 Reload was released February 2024 and achieved sales of 1 million units in the first week worldwide, making it the fastest selling title in Alice history. In March of the same year, Unicorn Overlord, co-developed with Vanillaware, surpassed 500k units worldwide. Additionally, we undertook various initiatives, including the release of remastered versions of the classic IP Etrian Odyssey Origin Collection, as well as Persona 5 Tactica, the first strategy RPG in the Persona series. Furthermore, the Persona series has sold over 22 million copies worldwide, maintaining a high level of overseas sales for Alice. Yes, obviously, Persona sells a lot when you sell worldwide, and also when you sell multi-platform too. So that's gonna be the Alice thing for now on. Or unless, something important comes up, like probably, when the new Nintendo system comes out, there's probably gonna be an exclusive Alice game for that. I mean, maybe, because what was it? It was SMT5 that was initially showed off during that Switch reveal, and it took all the way up until 2020 for that game to be released. So no, wait, no, it was 2021. Yeah, it was 2021 when SMT5 was released. So 4 years from the reveal in no, wait, it was 2016 when the Switch was revealed. But then, oh wait, well, let me just check real quick. When was the Nintendo Switch showcase? Nintendo Switch reveal presentation. How long ago was that? Okay, that was 2017. Okay, so it was about for yeah, 7 years. No, my bad, not bad. It was 4 years. 4 years. 2017 was the initial reveal, released in 2021 for the vanilla version. And then we have Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which was Wii U, then to Switch. And I think that was before. Was that before the SMT5 release? Because I know I picked up Tokyo Mirage Session after SMT5 came out. Because I picked that up the same day I picked up Neo: The World Ends With You. Let me just check real quick. Because, like, I remember the GameStop had, it was like a buy one, get one free on used games, right? Tokyo Mirage. Okay, put Encore. Release date. No, not that. 2020. Okay, so it was before. I picked up. No. I definitely picked up after. I didn't pick up on release date because I remember at the time they were still like the whole thing with as with Tokyo Mirage Session was that it was still not dubbed. They censored more things in TMS compared to the Wii U version, even the English Wii U version. So just like, I was gonna support that game at launch. I was gonna wait until later on. So yeah. So Tokyo Mirage Session launch before SMT5, but I picked it up after SMT5 release. When did Neo: The World Ends With You come out? 2021. Yeah. So I think. Yeah, I think I might have picked up both Neo: The World Ends With You and TMS Encore, like near the end of. Honestly, don't remember when I got. Like, I think it was still 2021. No, 2022. It was 2022. Yeah. Cause I was out just like going around trying to see, hey, let me get that game. Let me actually see. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I wonder if it's gonna show up in my email, because I don't remember if I pulled it up on GameStop or what was it? No, I didn't do a store pickup like that. All right, but yeah. Wait. Oh, no. But yeah. It was definitely 2022. So anyway, besides that, just I think they might do an exclusive game for whatever's the next Nintendo system, and then do a port of it for later systems, just to have like, hey, we got this game ready for the Switch. But I doubt they're gonna have it like immediately, like launch year, and like without it's really hard for them to like release game like immediately for a system. Like after they get the first game on there, then it's just sort of like, okay, we got all these games coming out, boom, 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 boom. Because like again, like Tokyo Mirage Session, SP5, no wait, I think was Full Body before Tokyo Mirage Session. Well, anyway, geez, they still pointing out games like that. 13 Sentinels, Unicorn Overlord, you well, technically, 13 Sentinels and Unicorn Overlord are developed by different company, but still published by Alice. So yeah. But anyways, besides that, well, let's just continue on with this. Licensing businesses. Persona 5 Tactica and Reload had collaborations with Tokyo Tower for about 4 months in November 2023, which had a good reception. In December 2023, a music event, SQFOE Band Live 2023 from Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection, and in February 2024, 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim Orchestra Concert 2024 Restart was held as a repeat performance for the concert held in January 2023. We've also continued to work on large-scale collaboration between leading smartphone game titles from other companies, and these are using our IP, which has been well received. It would be really cool, if Alice collaborated with Shift Up to put in Persona 5 characters, or Persona 4, or Persona 3, but Persona 5 fits more with Shift Up for Nikkei. That'd be pretty cool if they were able to do that. Just see, on Makoto, and probably Haru. Yeah. Or, replace Haru with Kasumi or Susumiya, whichever. And they could be the representation for the 3 ladies for Persona 5, the playable characters. Don't know which one is gonna be the SR or the SSR. Just put those girls in there, and we'll deal with them later. we'll deal with the rarities later. Just put them in there. Great idea, cause hey, they use guns, and I mean it might work in this new reality, and it would be really cool. It would be really cool if they use both, the Fan Thief's outfit and the casual outfits too. Just like the Fan Thief's outfit is, the standard outfit that they have, and then as a free outfit is, their casual wear. So Alice, if you're listening about that, that'd be really cool, So going to the profit and losses. As a result of these business activities, we were able to make a significant contribution to the group's profits. On the other hand, our non-consolidated profit loss for the fiscal year ending March 31st, 2024 was a loss due to the impact of our amortization. What the heck is that? Amortization of business rights with the transfer of operations from Index Co. Limited to Sega Dream Co. Limited in November 2013. Each fiscal year, however, there has still been a significant contribution to the Sega Sammy Group's consolidation financial results in terms of earnings. Not gonna lie, like, how is Index still in this? Like, aren't they like gone? Like, I haven't heard them in a long time. Index. Limited. Okay. Let's see here. Company established since 2013. Why are they showing just? Okay, I don't think this is the actual place, because it's just showing, like, it's showing a lot of, like, actual, like, construction stuff. I don't think that's it. How about put Atlas there? Let's see here. Okay, IXIT Corporation, formerly known as Index Corporation, Japanese corporate information communication technology owned by Sawada Holdings. Okay. Okay, so okay, so the corporate name was used by 3 different companies between 1997 and 2016. Last one being founded in April 2014. All the incarnations of Index has been linked to the video game brand Alice at one time or another. The original Index was founded in 1995 and acquired Alice in 2006 and went bankrupt in June 2013 while still owning Alice. That was it. Like I remember I was in high school and I was like, I read about this before. Like, oh no, Alice might not exist because Index like went bankrupt. And then continuing on, it's like in September 2013, Sega created the Shell Corporation to sell Dream Corporation with sole intent of purchasing the assets of Index. Sega Dream was renamed Index Corporation in 2013, gained possession of Alice name and the IPs. In April 1st, 2014, the new Index was renamed Alice, but was amputated from its non-gaming business that Sega transferred the same day to the new company called Index. In 2015, Sega sold Index Corporation to Sabadell Holdings and renamed to IXIT Corporation in 2016. So, what is it doing now? There's not much on it. Like the last thing is like 2015, 2016. Yeah, not much is going on with it. Yeah, just seems like an kind of an empty company. The number of employees 103 as of 2019. So yeah, just this company has not been doing much. So yeah, but how is it like how is it at a loss? How are they still at a loss when they've since like 2015? What was it? No, 2013. So they still at a loss 11 years later. Like, how does that make sense? Especially with the games that they've been making profit on, and the games that have been selling so much, and they're still at a loss. Or maybe this is something else. If you guys can clarify about this for me in the comment section down below, that'd be really great. Just make sure hey, I'm getting this right. All right. But continue on here. Additionally, the balance sheets shows a high level of financial soundness with an equity ratio of 33.88% and a current ratio of 135.63%. Alice concludes that it believes its mission to continue to develop games that will please its customer and continue to contribute to the group's performance. Oh, that's good, right? Yeah, yeah. Oof. Excuse me. Well, at least it sounds like they're doing good. Like I'm not in business or anything, but and this sounds a little bit confusing, but I mean, it sounds like they were doing good. Just confused about the loss due to Index getting sending from Index to Sega Dream. Like, how much did Sega buy Alice for? Let me see. How much did Sega buy? Not Q. Alice for? For 14 billion yen or $141.6 million. So are they still at a loss for that since then? Huh. Okay. I mean, I like they should have, like made their money back by now. Okay, so like, okay, let's do something real quick. So, like, quick maths here, right? Like, I know not everyone bought like the same version of Persona 3 Reload. So, like, but if we did, we do 70 times a million. That would be $70 million. That despite that's not exactly, but that's just in a week though. Imagine, like I don't. Did they even give the numbers like of it like right now? Because I think it would be more than a million. If it's sold a million a week, it'll probably more than 1.5 million the week after, right? So like if I do 1.5 million, it's 105 million. So like that is still, I think that would be close to making the money back um for uh for what was bought, what Alice was bought for. It's I don't know. I'm not into the business side of things. You never hear me talk about, oh yes, because of our stocks and we have to please our shareholders and all that stuff like that. No, that's not me. Despite me, I'm not gonna lie. Just like I do have I do have stocks in Sega. No, like it's only one. I think one share in Sega, and that's about it. Just like, but I have no idea what stocks freaking do. I was put onto this by my sister. Just like, buy stocks, you'll make money. Just like, are you sure? Like in 10 years down the line, you're gonna make millions. Just like, sure. But anyways, besides all the business talk, it seems like this was pretty good. I mean, from the title, like, hey, strong performance despite the market challenges. So I'd say this was a win for Sega and Alice, right? Right? So, yeah, let's go into the next article that's not about business. It's actually about Persona 5 Phantom X. And we get to see a new character, Yumi Shina. And Boba. So, Perfect World Games has released a character trailer for new Persona 5 The Phantom X Idol Thief, Yumi Shina. She'll be added in the 1.4 update, which is already out. Yumi Shina, Chinese via Yuan Yuan song, and Japanese Yumi Hara, is a 26-year-old woman who works as a bartender in Shibuya. As a student, she belongs to a dance club, where she gained experience in the various styles, including belly dancing. She applied this experience to fancy bartending, but now has given up dancing for some reason. Her codename is Phoebe, and her persona 2 is Urania. Why does that sound familiar, Phoebe? Phoebe sounds very familiar. Where did I hear that? Where did I hear that from? Hold on. This persona. Phoebe. Nothing's coming up about. I mean, there was more like non-persona stuff than persona stuff, but just no, nothing besides this character is coming up for Phoebe. So, okay, all right. So let's check out the two trailers about her. First, we got her character trailer. So let's just turn off the background music here. Let's see what this is all about.
またやらかして課長に怒られた。最近は後輩も冷たいし。
Yo, is protagonist even old enough to be in the bar?
カクテル言葉ってご存知ですか？花言葉みたいにカクテルにも意味が込められているんです。
She looks like the first girl.
バーテンダーの仕事は目の前のお客様に一番ふさわしいお酒を出すことです。
I like the look in her eye. Boom, 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 boom.
あなたにぴったり
Dang.
だよ。
You're powered up.
さあ出番よ。ウラニア、私たちの全力見せてあげる。大切りです。カクテル言葉は希望。
I was about to say, yo, didn't she initially have like short hair? But no, it's like in a bun.
はい。君のためのオリジナルカクテル。もちろんノンアルコールね。
Alright, I was about to say, hey, why are you giving us this drink?
そのイメージで作ったんだ。名前はワンダ。
Dang. You know, not like the talk of business stuff reminded me of something else. Let me just what I'm gonna do is just get the oracle ready, and then when we get to the end, then we're gonna talk about it. Oof, excuse me. This it's still not coming up. Come on. Right, there we go. I can do that a little bit later while it loads. Okay, so now we got the introduction trailer.
私は椎名優美。君は？バーテンダーって言うとシェイカーを振ってお酒を作るイメージがあるかもだけど、こういうやり方もあるんだよ。
Obviously, we don't understand what she's saying here. Neither in Japanese nor in Chinese. Just unless you know either of those languages. Then.
未成年だし、これとこれ、それからこっちもありかな。ご賞味
I ain't lied. She looks really good in that outfit.
リードは
But
私
now this here.
ウラニ
Now, I believe it was. I saw that she's actually like a navigator.
これまで以上に力を
Yep.
振るってやる。来るの
Excuse me.
私たちの全力
God, the jiggle physics.
可能性を広
So
げて
she'll
みせる
heal and also give us stats up, right?
使います。
Skybus.
そろそろ決めちゃう？強くなるならみんなででしょ？
And I don't understand a lick of it. And I haven't played the game in a long time just because I don't understand the thing of it. And with the, the auto translate, it takes a bit. And then also, it's not really that reliable. So just, it's soft. It's not really for me. But when are we gonna get like a Western release for this game? Because like they've been talking about like, hey, we're gonna try to release this game, worldwide, at least, in Korea, Japan too. Booba. Like, we still haven't heard anything about this. So I wonder when that's gonna be. Hopefully it's gonna be soon. That's all we can do is hope it'll happen. So yeah, so we got here. Got some pictures of Phoebe and her persona Uriana? Yeah, Urania, right? Just name certs. And that all-out attack splash screen looks really good. Cheers to your soul. Yep. Not gonna lie, like I do like her hair in the bun. It looks really good. But not gonna lie, like like that like that outfit really must compress her boobs, because like boom, big right there, and like it's a little bit smaller, but yeah. And her menu icon, right? It looks really cool, Oh, we have more. Oh, didn't really notice this. We had more here. We have Chizuku Nago. Oh no, Nagao. So Chizuku Nagao was also recently added to the game as an idol thief. Okay, Nagao is a 75-year-old woman and a heavy drinker. Are there any gilfs out there? Because she's for you. She's forthright and righteous, but has difficulty in communicating with her granddaughter, who's dependent on her for everything. She's a good saxophone player, but has not practiced since her husband passed away. Her codename is Vino, and Persona 2 is Impelos? Oh, there's no trailer for her. They're not gonna show the granny off. But not gonna lie, she looks pretty cool here. And like this looks like a manta ray or like a stingray. It looks really cool. I can't find a good. What does that say there? A play setup. Oh, I can't find a good place to stop. There we go. I can't find a good place to stop. All right. We've got her persona, Impelos, and that face is just like, it looks kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. Just like got a nose, mouth, and like just the eyes are just like, which is supposed to be there, but just like covered up in that. And oh, it's just like it's fleshy too. It's like mechanical mixed with flesh. Like, that is nasty. Got that PNG if you guys want it, and another one for her. Or I should probably get that for the thumbnail. And yep. So it's really so. I'm wondering, I don't understand why, like with news articles, they always put like, oh hey, release in the past here and also here, just like, well, why do this? Is it just to extend, the article's length, perhaps? Are you paid by like, the word count? Is this how to expand it? I don't know. I'm not a news journalist like that, so But hey, explain it to me in the comments. I really love to learn about this stuff too. So next up, this is a surprise. McFarlane Toys to release Persona 3 Reload action figures next year. Okay, just why? my only question is why. Well, why is this happening? And two, why McFarlane Toys? Now, not gonna lie, I've never bought McFarlane Toys product, but I've heard that people don't like their stuff. People have an issue with it. I don't really know myself. In fact, let me just see what a McFarlane Toys figure looks like, because I have no idea if I've seen it before. McFarlane Toys. Let's see this. Let's see some images on that. Once it loads. Okay. I don't think I haven't seen it. I don't think I have seen them. But maybe I have, I just don't recognize it, perhaps. But it seems like, hey, these are what, similar quality of, of action figures that we're gonna be getting of the characters. Let me do this. Oh, there we go. So yeah, no idea like how the actual quality is. These are obviously promo shots. It may differ when we actually have it in person, but I mean, if it's of the personas, I think that'd be really cool. Orpheus, EO, Trismegistus, all of them. That'd be really cool in action figure form. As for the actual main cast, it might be a bit boring. Not gonna lie, because okay, one of them's gonna have the sword. Well, all of them's gonna have their invokers, but then obviously each of them are gonna have their respective weapon. One-hand sword, two-hand sword, gloves, rapier, lance, bow, yeah, kunai or a knife for Koromaru. So I don't know, like to me it seems like, I mean, it might be like similar to like how this Superboy figure is, maybe like very basic. I'm not really sure. Like we have until 2025 for them to well, it's released in 2025, so we might see something later on this year about it. But let's actually read up more about this here. So, global toys company McFarlane Toys has announced a licensing agreement with Alice to produce Persona 3 Reload action figures, and scheduled to release in 2025. McFarlane Toys, a leader in collectible category, proudly announces the signing of a new licensing agreement with Sega for Sega's brand Atlas. This collaboration signals an exciting new chapter as McFarlane Toys broadens their collectibles lineup with Persona 3 Reload. Released in February 2024, Persona 3 Reload became the fastest-selling game in Atlas history with over 1 million units sold worldwide in a week. Crafted with meticulous attention to details, the upcoming 7-inch scale action figures are designed to captivate fans and collectors alike, boasting ultra articulations. With these figures capture the essence of Persona 3 Reload video game characters, allowing fans to immerse themselves in dynamic play experience. The Persona 3 Reload action figures are slated for release in 2025, and will be available for purchase both online and at select retailers. Stay tuned for more updates and pre-order information as the launch date approaches. And yep, more information about them, McFarlane.com. We've been lucky enough for over for the past 30 years of McFarlane Toys to be able to partner with some awesome companies, and this is no different. We're excited to add Sega and Alice to our ever-growing roster of gaming licenses. These figures are going to be cool, and can't wait for fans to see them. Okay, actually, let me just check real quick. Oh, that's the next article. How much do they usually go for? Seeing this, I'm checking this Spawn figure. Once it loads. Oof. Ugh. The McFarlane Toys More Combat Spawn action figure. $77.95. $77.95 for a 7-inch figure. Hold on, one more. For 7 inches. A 7-inch figure. Bro. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, my pop-up parade figures are just about 7 inches. I can get them for less than that. I can get them for about half that price, depending on the figure. You can get them for like $33, $35. If they're planning to sell each figure for $77, ugh. But maybe that's just that one. You know, let me check. Okay, there is a DC Multiverse Action. Okay, let me just check real quick. Yeah, just make sure it says 18 summers. Just make sure that is also, you know, 7 inches. Let's see here. How much does this go? This Batman, it looks very basic. Don't know about the details on like that. Is it gonna show the price? No, it's not. Okay, gotta go to a different site. Okay, let's see this Superman one. Superman Multiverse. Okay, $29.99. Okay, that's more reasonable, and it comes with a crypto. There's a stand there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that is much more reasonable. Being in about $30 range, yeah, that is fine. But like, so that Spawn one was like almost $80. Like, no. Maybe, you know, if they're doing the actual personas, maybe, but no. That's way too expensive. But anyways, let's go to the next article. Too much figures, too expensive. So we get Metaphor gets a story trailer that was from Anime Expo, and I did do a reaction to that right here. So please check that out. Link will be in the description below. So, article. So, as previously announced, Anime Expo 2024 Metaphor Repaint Zero panel took place, featuring a new story focused trailer for the upcoming fantasy RPG. And we can take a quick look at that. Again, full reaction to my full reaction and, you know, thoughts about it it's in the description. So, let's get right into it. And once it loads.
The prince. For having lost him, you too would abandon me. Is this the price of my failure, then? Of course. 'Tis only just that you be the one to send me to him now.
No! You have it wrong!
The prince is alive!
And this, now they're just like, oh my god, the shock to find out the protagonist actually talks. Like, we got other trailers, they didn't show this at all. But hey, he talks now.
Mission? Killing Luis to lift the prince's curse.
His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk.
What have we got here? He's an elder!
The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. I've been reading.
Yeah, this story trailer is just really good. I'm glad, like, you know, they're showing some good stuff here.
A world with no need for that abstract dominion.
And hearing, you know, a bunch of characters' English voices for the first time
Novel, yes?
really fits.
It was my hand that penned it.
Dreamers like you are always the first to die. You think he's one of Luis's men? The villagers plead to be spared, but I know better than to
And the music here is just like, it's so great.
One survivor.
Certainly. It was the first village to be destroyed by the human menace.
I will show you truth.
And again, humans are the enemies, Homo sapiens.
I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Heed me, O kingless. It can't be His Majesty.
But he was dead. Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by.
Not gonna lie, I initially thought like someone brought this up to be like, hey, in X amount of days, like, I'm gonna come down there and kill y'all, like similar to like Majora's Mask. But no, with this English trailer, you know, it gave us, you know, much more context as to what this is. So this is actually the king.
Right of kings.
But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
What? Wait just a minute.
This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis.
A really bad man might be our king. Why?
The tragedy of the royal family is only the beginning. So,
Dead.
what would you say to an alliance?
An alliance, you say? Ooh.
We couldn't protect him.
I'm gonna fight dragon because it's obviously, you know, fantasy. Gotta fight dragon if you're into fantasy.
Count Luis gave us a dream to fight for.
Such a good trailer. I absolutely love it.
Are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave! It'll crash! Whoa!
And that's about it. Man, that is a good trailer. My favorite trailer. Love basically everything in there. Oh man, like, October can't be here soon enough. I need this. I want it. I need it in my hands right now, guys. Again, you guys can check out my full reaction to it there. It's just an overall great trailer, and I did a bit more deep dive into it. It's about 24 minutes long, so if you guys got time, please check that out. And even more Metaphor news came out because they also did a story showcase. So they go even more in depth into the story here. And don't worry, this is a new character. This is a Gallica, you know, that little fairy that's with you. She's just very close to the camera. honestly thought she was like, oh hey, she can just change her size whenever she wants. No, she can't, or at least we don't know that. So previously announced, the third Alice exclusive showcase for Metaphor took place earlier, featuring the director Katsura Hashino discussing the game story, which I also did a reaction to. Please check that out too. This story follows the newest story trailer for the game's release during Anime Expo 2024 panel. The presentation focused on the introductory elements and premise of the game's story, outlining the kingdoms in turmoil and an election for a new king, alongside the monstrous threats known as humans. Included in the overview is an introduction to some of the game's main characters. Alice announces that the next character addition. Wait. Okay, so we're going through the characters next time. Okay, so the next character addition, Alice exclusive showcase, set for release in late July. Okay, so it might happen either before or after the next episode. We'll focus on the election candidates and supporters to help the protagonist in his goals. And got that there. Now this came to me. It was either Twitter or Reddit. I can't remember which one. It happened a couple of days ago. Well, a couple of days ago, at time after this posting, that these two characters right here might represent, essentially law and chaos, essentially. And you can kind of see with how they're dressed up as him. Well, which is more kind of up there, because he is from what was shown off, wants to lead the country under his rule, so it's more like a law thing. But as for him, I honestly can't remember like his method, but just like the clothing and all that stuff really reminds me of SMT4's law and chaos routes, where just like, hey, laws, well, also the SMT5 does that too, law, white, blonde, quote heavenly, chaos, darkness, more out there sort of thing. But it might go in that route where it's a law and chaos kind of thing, but it goes under a different name, right? So we that might be a thing here, because we really haven't had that in well, SMT is the thing that does it all the time. Law and order, law and chaos. Choose a side, which side you're on, but not Persona. Persona doesn't really do that, unless you're aiming for hey, you're gonna go for the bad ending. Just go with the bad guy and all that stuff. But yeah, not really, like a law and order, law and chaos kind of thing. So it seems like they're doing that with Metaphor. Maybe. Rumor. Speculation. Yeah, this is really speculation, not really a rumor, because nothing came out about that. But this is more speculation that we got a law and order kind of thing happening for Metaphor, and I think it's kind of cool seeing like at a certain point in the game, which are you gonna align with more if you can't be one of the others, right? Like if you're still in so far back in third place, okay, or you're gonna have to take out one of these two guys, or you're gonna take out him, or you're gonna take out him. And if you guys aren't in the audio podcast, I believe the guy, the old guy that we see in the trailer, his name is Phenon, right? And I remember the main bad guy, the blondie who killed the king before. His name is Louise. So yeah, are you gonna side more with Phenon, or you can side with Louise? Whichever fits your pot, your cup of tea. Alright, but I can't wait to see, the character trailer, the character showcase, seeing, who we're gonna be seeing. Oh yeah, they did show, they mentioned the, showcase there that there's like, hey, don't watch it if you don't want to be spoiled, or if you don't want to know about the character trailer or the story. So, just in case you don't want to know the story or like how it leads off, don't watch it. They literally put this warning in there, so don't do it if you don't want to know anything about it. Unfortunately, with the content I do, I have to know about it. All right, so next article. Road to Metaphor Refantasio. Well, shoot, they said Refantasio. I remember hearing that in the showcase. Refantasio. Alice 35th Anniversary World Tour announced. So, alongside the latest Alice exclusive showcase for Metaphor, Alice has launched a special World Tour website full information about premium promotional tours for the game around the world. Commemorating the 35th anniversary of the Alice brand, events such as demos for Metaphor, stage performances, and statue displays will be held around the world under the title Alice 35th Anniversary World Tour, Road to Metaphor Refantasio. In early June, there was the Summer Games Fest in Los Angeles, as well as the Alice Fest in Akihabara, both which received great feedback. After July, Alice plans to be present at big events such as Anime Expo in Los Angeles and Bilibili in Shanghai, which that already happened. But it's not really much of a world tour when you look at it like this. Like, okay, so 2 events in California. Okay, guess like Japan, obviously, and essentially Korea, right? And then got like barely part of like in China, I think, and like Southeast Asia. That's not really a world tour. It's just like, okay, California and parts of Asia. That's about it. That's not a world tour. That's next. Like how can like me, who lives in Florida, play a Metaphor? I'm not going all the way to California, and the event's already passed, so I can't do that anyway. And I'm not gonna go all the way to Japan or Korea or Southeast Asia to like go play that. No way. Like heck, like even like Bandai Namco announced that they're doing well, at least a US tour, and they at least have one in Florida, but that's about it. And they're barely doing anything for the East Coast. Like I think it's just like, okay, one in Tampa, Florida, and I think New York. I think that's about it. Maybe in Georgia. I think that's barely like 2 or 3 events in the East Coast, and everything else like either West Coast or like the Southwest of the United States. Barely anything. But let's see here. Continuing on, events about the upcoming events can be found through the special website outlining the various events, countries, demos, stage appearances by development staff, special programs like the Alice exclusive showcase. Many plans have yet to be announced, so Alice asked to keep an eye on it in the future. Okay. So maybe through that website we'll announce more locations where things will be happening. I doubt it, but okay. That's the world tour for you. Barely a world tour. Okay, so last article for Persona Central. I decided to do this one. They announced in the it was announced in the showcase that they're gonna be doing like these daily videos, like similar to how with SNC 5 Vengeance coming out, like, hey, we got these daily demons showing off here. They're doing another thing for Metaphor. Now, I'm only going to do this the first day, alright? Because it's going to be just way too much. We got, like, what, 3 more months until the game comes out? I'm not covering every single one of them. No way. No. But we can look at this real quick. Alice has released the first in a series of daily videos for Metaphor Repaint Zero leading up to the game's launch. Now, I really gotta wonder, who is making all the videos? They're literally making 3 months worth of videos daily. Over 30 videos a month. Oh, almost, depending on the month. But like, yeah, 30, like, that 90 videos a month. 90 videos. And you have to be scheduled for each day, back to back to back to back to back. I feel bad for the guy who has to do the recording, the editing, all that stuff. Hopefully there's a team behind all that to make sure that it goes smoothly, right? So yeah. The Metaphor daily journals are narrated by Moore, voiced by Takehito Koyasu, the keeper of Academia. I think that's how they pronounce it in the video. And we'll introduce different aspects of the game setting. Now, I believe, Moore was the character that was initially voiced by a voice actor in Japan who was caught up in this scandal. I think I talked about this last night, but yeah, he got with a fan. That fan got pregnant. He told the fan to get an abortion, and yeah. And then he stepped down from a bunch of roles, and I think he got kicked from his talent agency, right? I believe that was the thing that came from it. So yeah, this is the new guy, Takito. Hopefully he does a good job. So we can just check out this video real quick here. So let's see what this is about. I wonder how long this is. This is 30 seconds. It's a minute. Oh, it is a minute.
メタファーデイリージャーナル今回は僕たちの世界の魔法について紹介しよう
It's talking about magic.
魔法とは魔力と呼ばれる力を消費して
Yeah, and essentially watching like every video is gonna be spoiling like so much of the game. I'd rather be, be left in the dark about all this stuff.
威力の高い術まで活用の幅はとても広いただし人が魔法を使うには魔導機と呼ばれる特別な道具が必要だ魔導機を所有したり使ったりするには国の試験に合格して免許を得る必要がある魔法はそうそう誰でも使えるわけじゃないということだな次回は全ての魔法の源になるものマグラについて紹介しよう願わくはこの記録が君たちの旅の一助とならんことを
Yeah, I understand. Nothing on that, but talking about magic. Alright. Magic is something that creates a phenomenon which can go against the law of nature. Its uses can range from small techniques which aids in daily life, to powerful abilities which are used by soldiers to combat. I'm guessing this is what he said in the video. Special 2 is required in order to use magic. In order to obtain and use this equivalent magic, people must pass a national exam and obtain a license. Now, everyone is able to use magic. The next daily journal will introduce the source of all magic, Magla. And yeah, there's also a story prologue was shown off. I think this was also it was shown off in here, but I think it was talked over by the narrator. So let's just check this out. Non-gameplay footage. All cutscenes.
This will suffice. God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your separate beggar!
It's kind of weird to have dogs barking and then you also have dog people there.
A land grotesque as its people.
Look how he looks down on
You
them.
dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
Is he paralyzed?
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you.
He has no light in his eyes.
By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
So someone with a bloodline magic, maybe?
What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis. A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Like, just like, dude, was it you? Why would you bring up, hey, who should take over the throne? Maybe it should be me. You know, yes, I think I would be good person for the throne, right? Yes, how about we all like me, right? Alright. Nice little look at the prologue. Man. I am really excited for this. Oh, I need this game. I need it. But we got 3 more months to go. 3 more months. So that is it for the news on Persona Central. This is going next. This is one news article that I remember seeing. That should be pretty important. I'm surprised Persona Central did cover it. We're on Gematsu right now. And we got Tokyo Game Show coming up in September, so 2 months. We have the exhibitors list and the latest updates announced. So Sony is gonna be joining Tokyo Game Show first time since 2019. So they better have something to show. Right? But yeah. Computer Entertainment Suppliers Association has announced the latest updates on Tokyo Game Show 2024, including a list of exhibitors as of July 4th. Among the exhibitors, Sony Interactive Entertainment, which will appear at the Chiba Base Expo for the first time since 2019. So, yep, got the official visitors site unveiled today, as well as the list of exhibitors. As of July 4th, 731 exhibitors, including 448 from Japan and 283 from overseas, will be participating in Tokyo Game Show 2024. The event will be held on the largest ever scale and will host a total of 3,190 exhibition booths, exceeding last year's record in Tokyo Game Show's history. The official website will reveal the list of exhibitors, ticket information, and program hosted by organizers and more. So, main reason I brought this up because it was mentioned as we go down here. Sega and Alice will be there. So, it will most likely, since this is being in September, right before. Wait, do we have a day on that? Oh yeah. So this is gonna be released right after episode Igus release. So they might show a little bit of episode Igus off there for the people who haven't picked up the DLC expansion then. And they will most likely probably have the final trailer for Metaphor Refantazio there, or Refantazio. So that will most likely be shown off at a Tokyo Game Show there. And will they have anything new else to announce? Who knows? But it is really important to know that Sony is gonna be there. First time since 2019. This would be a perfect opportunity for them to announce hey, we got that PS5 Pro coming out. And I did say earlier this year that hey, if it's not announced, later this year, at some point this year, I'm just gonna buy PS5 just to have PS5 so I can play PS5 games, but even if there's PS4 version, I might get that and just play on PS5. But yeah, Sega Alice is gonna be there. There's gonna be some Sega stuff. Probably Sonic and Shadow Generation, Sonic X Shadow Generations. Just see when that comes out again. I know it's relatively soon, but I don't remember exactly when. Let me just see. Sonic Shadow Generations. October, yeah. So they'll probably show another trailer for that there. But yeah, gotta keep an eye out on Tokyo Game Show this year. Don't know what we might see. Will they say, hey, we're not showing anything else new besides the titles we already announced, or hey, we got this new surprise here for you guys. And I really hope, because we see Square Enix here as well. Please, Square Enix, if you're not gonna please have Kingdom Hearts 4 there. I just want some Kingdom Hearts in my life. It's been way too long since we had a new Kingdom Hearts game. Melody Memory was alright, but an action-packed Kingdom Hearts game is what we need. It's been way too long. I know there was that DLC, 2020, but come on, we need we need another game. But yeah, that covers it for all the news for this episode.
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a clean energy drink that's made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or inks like other energy drinks. I just got myself the Dubby sample pack, which comes with this little tumbler, and also comes with 4 flavor packs. Got the Peach and Beach, or Beach and Peach. Comes with the Dub Sludge. My man, Sludge. I'm reading it backwards. Then we got the Dragonade. I should probably look at it first, then do a thing. And then the Galaxy Grenade. So we're gonna try one of these today, and I'll tell you how I honestly think about it.
Alright, so out of the 4 here, let's try the Dragonade. Let's see, how this tastes.
Alright, so here we have the dragon fruit. It is, of course, well, not Dragon, the Dragonade. It has dragon fruit in it, which I never had, and pink strawberry lemonade, which I also never had, but smells pretty good. Smells pretty good. So here we go. Cheers. All right, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Like it reminds me of like a certain soda of like, oh man, like it was a soda I had as a kid, but like I can't really remember like when I was in New York for a bit and I had like it, but like but like it's not bad, not bad at all. If you guys want to try out the samples shaker yourself or buy any of the products on Dubby, make sure to use my coupon code PowerJ at checkout to save 10% on your order. So again, that's PowerJ at checkout for 10% off your order. Now, back to the video.
So now, let's get into talking about Persona 3 Reload and covering my review of that. So, if you guys don't want to hear the review of, Persona 3 Reload, feel free to check out now. Thank you guys for watching all the way through. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Follow me on social medias, and if you're listening on the audio podcast, please follow me up on those stations, Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff. Spotify, please follow me there and rate me. That really helps me out. And also be part of the Patreon. That'd be great. But yeah, let's get into the review of Persona 3 Reload. This Persona 3 Reload, an absolutely fantastic game. I absolutely loved it. That game brought me to tears. It really was that good. Man, they kicked it out of the park with this. So, the story is largely the same as the original. Same as Persona 3 Portable. It's still the same. Largely the same. But there are some additions to it as to, give some more clarifications to stuff, to events. And, and also, expand some characterization of certain characters that didn't really get it. For example, Team Strega. Though I wish there was a bit more, to Takaya and Jin. Takaya mainly got, the more fleshed out parts. Jin still felt like he needed some more stuff, but at least, we got a little bit more of that. And they did give, Persona 3 FES and Vanilla didn't have social links for the guys, so they gave, some events for the guys, so we learned a bit more of them, and it really connects back to, the future games, or the games that came out before Reload, so, a little bit of Q, well, not gonna lie, Q, Persona 4 Arena and Ultimax really connected more to that, and how, they were gonna evolve into it, so, Junpei and baseball. There was a moment where I believe Ken talked about, oh hey, once once everyone's in the place graduates, he's probably gonna be the one taking care of Karmaru. So yeah, adding some more connections to the already established games that we have out right now. So that is really good there too. I really love how they were able to really reanimate all this stuff, made it look so great for today's audience, for today's generation of system. It looks so gorgeous. Animation really great. So glad that they still kept the deal, not DLC, the costumes that were in the original brought back here without having the need to hey, you gotta buy them. And besides the costumes that were Persona 4 outfits, Persona 5 outfits, and the others, those are the ones you have to pay for. But glad that they still kept it, get it through in-game stuff, which how all games should be. Unlock the costumes, be it in-game, quests, treasure chests, whichever, do that. Okay. And then let's see here. We can get to the voice cast. The voice cast, majority of them are really good. Really, Alex Lee as the protagonist, Ryoji Pharaohs, he did really good there. And it was funny how before the launch of Reload, people thought, oh, Ryoji is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal. That's great. Like, no, that's still Alex Lee. Like, oh wow, he sounded almost exactly like Yuri. And that goes for a couple of people. Zeno Robinson really sounds close to Vic Mignogna. Vixie Junpei sounds really good. And also I like Clark's Mitsuru, really close to Terrace Platt's Mitsuru. It sounds really great. I will say, Yukari, her new voice, it does sound good. She does sound good. I will say that the snippiness that Michelle gave to Yukari is a bit lost there. I kind of missed that snippiness of Michelle's Yukari in this. It really made Yukari really kind of memorable. Like, ooh, I like that little snark she has, but it's kind of gone in this. I guess voice actress, I will say that, well, in the dialogue, they really made her more human, more human. Like, the dialogue seems very off to me personally. Like, there's a whole bunch of time where just let's kick some butt, as they say. Just she never said that in the original game. Like, well, why is she saying this kind of stuff? Like, that really felt off. And it really felt like, what was it? I think her name was Dawn M. Bennett, the voice actress for I guess. It sounded more human compared to what was the name? Not Kari Walgren, Karen Strassman. That was the name. Karen Strassman's I guess performance. Cause with Karen's I guess, she was very robotic, but as the game continued, she sounded more human. Like, went from robotic to her talking became more fluid and more human-like. Whereas for Dawn, it really sounded like, oh yeah, she was more human this entire time, except a bit more monotone-ish kind of. So, and the kind of things that she said, it doesn't really feel like I guess would say this kind of stuff. So, but she wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad performance. I did like it. Just I think the dialogue and just how the progression from her sounding robot to more human was kind of lost there. Susie Young as Fuka, really good. I did enjoy her as Fuka. giving a lot of emotion to her character. Now, I do say, like, I don't get why a lot of people say that the original voice actress for Fuka didn't sound good. I'd say that the original VA for Fuka, not Wendy Lee, not counting her performance, but like the original from Persona 3, FES, and Portable. I think her performance there is good. Like the original VA's performance, like, sounds like she's the most like normal person there. She's the most like non-character there. Like, she's like your average person, and I like that. And I will say, Susie Young as Fuka is still really good. And like when Wendy Lee took over as Fuka, I was a bit off about her performance. Like, I grew into it, but it was still like it kind of felt like, a performance I heard before, but just not Fuka, you know. But like Susie Young, it's still a great performance. I did like her voice as Fuka. It was really good. Ken, I remember I did say, when the trailers and like when I initially heard Ken's voice, I said that, his voice actress still made Ken kind of still sound like a girl. But as I play, like, yeah, I can still hear the little boy's voice. I can hear that. That sounds kind of wrong, me saying that, but like, I don't know how else am I supposed to say, like, okay, it's a woman trying to sound like a little boy. But I will say she did do a good performance. There was just a couple of moments where it's just like, it was a little off, but overall, very good. Shinji, really love his performance. His voice actor is really good. I really enjoyed the limited time that he had as Shinji. Kind of wish Shinji was still alive, but but overall, he did a good performance. Now, Akihiko, Alejandro is a good voice actor. I will say that here now. I do like his performances in other games and other animes that he's been in. He is a good voice actor. But I will say that I'm not sure if it was his choice of doing this or if it was the voice director choice of doing this. But him trying to go with this like kind of gruffer tone for him was not a good choice. It made him sound a bit too older, like too old, like if he was in his like 30s or something like that. And I will say this, if he was voicing Akihiko in the Persona 4 Arena games, I would have no problem with that, with him using that voice. But for basically up to when Shinji died, I did not really like the voice choice or the voice direction he had. There was instances where it's just like, yo, that line read was really good. That sounded like the perfect Akihiko. I wish there was more moments like that throughout the game. And it was like after Shinji died, was like, okay, I heard a little bit more of that. But I wish it was more persistent throughout the entire performance. I personally did not like the whole gruffer, older tone of Alejandro's performance. It didn't really fit Akihiko to me personally. Yes, he's a boxer. Yes, he had these traumatic events throughout life. But I I'm not really sure how like create term like, hey, I'm gonna sound like way too old for this character, you know. But that's just me personally. That's nothing against Alejandro. Just like for me, just like it did not really sound that good for like half of the game, and in certain moments is where the good in that the voice was perfect. uh and for the rest of the characters, you know, like when they gave you know, the voice to other the social links, they were really good. Especially, I really want to give a shout out to the voice actors of Yuko. What was it? Let me look her up real quick. Yuko, actually, just Megami Tensei fandom. Okay, let me look up. We're doing this live. Shelby Young, yo, like, not sure if you can hear, but like, yo, that was excellent performance. Like, y'all gonna like, she was just like my Yuko. I love Yuko before, you know, before Reload, but after Reload and Shelby's performance made me love her way more. Like, the way she performed as Yuko made her sound so natural. Like, it really, like, made me really care about Yuko even more. Like, bro, like, I love Yuko before, but just like 10 out of 10 character. Yuko. I absolutely love Yuko, but I will also say Chihiro, really awesome too. Loved her voice. She was so precious, and just like every social link characters' voices were really good. Keisuke, but like they were all really good. They were all fantastic. I love the choices that they had for the social links. Really great. It was just that Yuko's voice actress kicked it out the park. I absolutely loved her voice. like it really was just like, oh my god. Like it felt like she was like right there. Like it didn't feel like she was just a game character. She felt like, wow, this actually feels like an actual person is talking. So like, yeah, that was like the standout performance of of the game. So going from voice acting to the overall gameplay. Gameplay was really good, fantastic. The way they updated from portable to this, really great. They fixed up, you know, how Persona 5 had the baton pass to this game ship. They balanced it out a bit. They actually gave you, you know, like abilities, like okay, if you ship to another person, they gain some MP back. Really cool, really good. Or like they also gain some like 5% to attack, 5% bonus to their attack. Really cool, really cool. How they remade Tartarus was absolutely fantastic. Every block that I went to, I was in shock. I was in awe of how they changed up. I absolutely loved how they did it. It was absolutely amazing. Especially like with the final dungeon. It was like, holy cow, what the heck? It was just awesome. I absolutely love how they just change up each block being its own theme, and it's not just, oh hey, it's just the last block, but just a different color or just a slightly different texture. Like the entire layout is different from each other. One is, you know, like, okay, one's a school, oh, one's like a factory sort, and another one is just like, it's like makes you trip balls, and another one is like gothic and all that stuff. It looks absolutely amazing. Gameplay, fantastic. I will say I did kind of I wish that they tweaked the social link system a little bit, so where you could have hanged out with your school social links outside of the school time, besides the certain social links that were available after schools, like Nozomi's available after school, and in the mall. So I wish you were able, besides do the hangouts, can also level up their social link, because like there were plenty of times where just like, okay, school's not available, I can't do a rank up, so I'm essentially doing nothing for the day. So yeah, thanks game. But I guess it's probably because I guess they want you to focus on the school social links first and then do the outside social links, maybe. Because with my playthrough, I focus mainly on the any social link outside the school first, and then the inside the school. And that ruined it for me. Just like, oh hey, I can't hang out with any of you guys during any of the holidays, so I can't do anything. I was literally missing 2 social links to finish off and get the platinum for for reload. Just getting the last 2 social links would have got me the platinum. Oh man. So if they were able to fix that and just have like social links available after school, on holidays, or like not after school, but like off on your off days, on like Sundays, or on the holidays, and you're still able to continue the social link, that would have been good. That would have been fantastic, but unfortunately you can't, and that kind of sucked. That really kind of lowered it for me. But overall, oh wait, almost forgot the calendar. The in-game calendar, where you can check like, okay, what's events coming up next, and yada yada. They messed it up. In Portable, you could see what you've done in the past couple of days. It's like, okay, on September 1st, I hanged out with Kenji in the afternoon, and then at night I hung out with the monk. Next day goes by, you're like, oh wait, what did I do the last day? Check the calendar. Oh, I did that and that. Okay, okay, so that's pretty cool. Not for this, not for Reload. They didn't, like, the calendar is essentially pointless. All it says like, oh, nothing particularly happened on that day. Why? Why aren't we keeping record of what we did on these days, so we can like look back at what we did, so we can essentially reminisce at what happened, of what we, what was going on. That was the thing that was like really peeved me off. Because that can also help you schedule out, who to hang out with what. Because you can see, okay, I hang out with let's see, Kenji Tuesday on this week, and I go back a little bit more, like a couple of weeks. Okay, I hang out with Kenji on this day too, so I know that he hangs out on this day and this day, so I can plan out around that. That they could have done, also put in like with the social links. We can see all the social links. Okay, this character is available on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Boom. This other character, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Boom. But no, none of that. Just, it was really bothering me. Just like, okay, I can't do this, I can't do that. I don't know when this guy's available. So I'm just gonna do something else. They like, and then I check footage. Oh wait, I could hang out with that person, because hey, I saw from the previous footage, oh, that person was available. And yeah, I can't look in the calendar because it doesn't say anything about that. So, man, yeah, that kind of sucked. But, this game was an excellent game. This is how a remake should be. A remake, like, when other companies do remakes, they decide, like, you know what, let's change almost the entirety of what made the game, you know? But let's change how the character looks, let's change how the character acts, let's change, the entire backstory of the character, and make it this entirely new thing when it comes to a remake. Or sometimes, depending on, who it is. Or, like, they essentially make it into a reboot. But this is how a remake should be. Remake should, bring back, what makes the game good. Brings the story back. Makes it all this. It's the same story. Essentially same game. Brand new, like, rebuilt from the ground up. With same characters. Same story. Bring in the voice actors. And I will say this, I think it's kind of dumb how they they brought back the most of the original voice actors, but they couldn't, like, let it be the original, characters. Whereas in the Japanese version, the original VAs came back for the characters. I don't get why it's, like, in Western media, just like, oh, hey, we have this remake. We're not going to bring the original cast back as the original characters. We're going to have a new cast bring in for that. But we're also going to have the original cast play minor characters in here. Just like, me personally, it kind of feels like, just like, yeah, no, we don't want you back here. Here, have this little thing here. Well, we got the new names here. Huh? Like, me personally, just like, come on, that's really dumb to do that. Now, I understand that there are some certain people who are either not in the industry working, aka, like, the original voice actor for Fuka. We don't even know who she is because it's unlisted. And there are some actors who are, not on good terms with others or blacklisted, depending. I have no idea, but just like, come on, like, we wanna hear the original voice actors back, not as the side ones. Come on, please. But like that's how, like, like, these Japanese developers, like, or at least with Alice, dude, just like, hey, let's bring original voice actors back, bring them as the original characters. They've been doing this for so long. It's essentially their characters. They know what's best for this character. Let's do that. So yeah, but yeah, like, Reload is what a remake for other companies should be. Like, don't drastically change it for the sake of change, Don't just, hey, let's just change up the voice cast because, hey, it's a remake, so who cares, right? No. Despite, the voice cast is good, I don't think it's just like, hey, let's just throw the original voice cast to, like, the side, to them be side characters, Oh god, we're over 2 hours now. But this is a fantastic game. Amazing graphic quality. Voice work is really good. The story, fantastic. Brought tears to my eye at the end. This, like, it really should, like, this definitely deserved the whole, hey, 1 million sold in a week. Don't know how much is sold at this point, but probably in the next quarterly, update, they're probably going to say something about that. But yeah, if I were to, like, give this game a rating, this would probably be a 9 out of 10. Well, this would get like a hey, I approve this game. Get this right now. You know, despite me saying like, hey, there are issues I have with the game, whether it be voicing or gameplay or story. It is still a fantastic game, and I still highly recommend that you guys go out and play. It is a fun game. It is a very story driven and character driven game. Like, yeah, like the character development in this game is what I freaking love about Persona 3. You don't get this with Persona 4 or 5. The character development, the characters develop throughout the entire game. They're not stuck to just a dungeon, like with Persona 4 and Persona 5. They're constantly improving themselves throughout the game. The characters are not reliant on the protagonists. Like with Persona 4 and 5, they don't need the protagonists to grow. They grow with people outside of him. And that's why I absolutely love about Persona 3. They are all, each of them are their own person and don't have to rely on the main protagonist. That is absolutely great. And I really hope with Persona 6 they follow Persona 3's character development line. Like, it would be good to, if they have, a final evolution like with Persona 5 Royal, and that would be reliant on, relying on the protagonist being there, because that shows, hey, we haven't really relied on each other throughout the entire game, but this final part, we're in it together, and that shows, their bond, right? If that was added to Persona 6, that would be really awesome. But yeah, that's been my review of Persona 3 Reload. Absolutely fantastic game. 9 out of 10. Highly recommended. Pick this game up if you can. It's available on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series XS, and on Steam. Sorry, Switch users, it's not available then, but it might be on the next Switch system, maybe, perhaps. But please, pick up this game. It is very, very good. But yeah, that will do it for this episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. Thank you guys for hearing me yap for 2 hours. The next episode, so this will be coming out on July 10th for patrons and July 11th for the public. So the next episode for patrons will be 24th and public for 25th. So yeah, if you guys want this if you guys want to get this episode ad free, check out the Patreon. Link will be down in the description below, and the names of the patrons who support me will be scrolling on screen right about now. So thank you guys for your support, and again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Any bit helps. Like the video, share it with everyone. If you're on audio podcast, please follow, on whichever platform you're on. Spotify, I was about to say Google, but no, it's YouTube Music now. Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff. Follow me there. Review, really great. And with that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon on the next episode of the Cave podcast. I will see you guys next time. Bye.